Hey everybody, Mr. Riedl here. We have had quite a lot of snow, and now, just last night, we've had freezing rain too. So if you check out this right here, this is my front step, and I'm about to trek back to school. I'm not even touching the ground. So I am more than up to my knees if I was touching the ground. And I wanted to show you a few things here. There is a layer of ice on top of the snow, and it froze right on top. It's probably a good quarter an inch to half an inch, and it has gone right on top of the snow. So it's almost like I'm breaking through ice to walk around. And then check out this bush too. This bush here used to be spherical over the top, and it collapsed in because of the weight of the snow. That's how heavy water is. Whoa, and it's still falling. Hey, look, it's my little daughter. Hi, Delaney. Hi. So I'm checking back to school, and I wanted to show you a few things along the way. This branch here I can usually walk under, but it is weighed down so much because of the ice. The freezing rain drops as liquid, and then it lands on whatever object and freezes instantly. So this is just quite a lot of ice weighing down this tree, so that I can't even walk under it anymore. It's down to my chest. So it's amazing how this forms right on the tree, right on the little needles. So I'm off to school. Bye-bye! And I'm going to show you a little bit along the way. So here's the main stretch of road, and there are cars driving along it. You can see the tire tracks, but you can also see that there's a layer of ice right along the road, just about as thick as was in front of my apartment. And this is just pure ice. See, I can slide along it. And this would not be fun to drive on, which is why the weather reporters are telling everybody to stay indoors. The best word of advice I can say for walking on it is just go slowly and not too fast. This is where snowshoes come in real handy. The surface area is distributed over a wider area so you don't sink down. That's why it helps to have much bigger feet in snow. Here's a great example of how the wind affects the precipitation. In class we learned that precipitation comes in many different forms, and with freezing rain, what happened is, you can actually see here that this is the edge of the tree right here, and then it came sideways. The wind was blowing the rain sideways, so it's a thick layer of ice along the edge of this tree, and then on the backside where the wind wasn't blowing it, there's nothing. It just feels like a normal tree right here. And you can see the layers of ice that are way up here. It's just so amazing. That is one thick layer of ice right there. The thing about this snowstorm is that it was really windy. In Portland, I haven't experienced a whole lot of snow with that much wind. And as a result of that, what happens is that the snow blows, and wherever it ends up, that's where big snowbanks occur. And that's what happened right in front of my front door at my apartment, is that I had a big snowbank there because of all the snow that blew there. It wasn't really up to my knees. That's not how much snow fell. It was just that's all the snow that was blown in front of my door. Here's another example of this. As you can see, it doesn't look like that much snow over there by the walkway up to junior high. But over here, you can see the planter and how it's about, 3 or 4 bricks high there. But when you look over to the left, the snow is blown right over here into huge snowdrift. And this is really deep here. And you can see from the gutter there's actually water dripping, so it's really shiny right there because of the ice that's forming on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb on top and try and jump in and see how deep it is. I'm on top of the planter here now, and when I stepped here on the edge, it slid down. It formed these ice slates that are sliding down the hill. So what I'm going to do is continue along the... Whoa! I guess that's the edge there. So I'm going to go along the edge here, and then I'm going to see how deep it is. Right here in the deepest spot. 3, 2, 1. Well, not too deep. Not as deep as I thought it would be. Right here it's pretty bad, up to my knees. Well, I made it to the building, and as I was approaching the back door, I looked up and I saw what looked like normal icicles. And then I looked more closely and I saw that they weren't dripping from the gutter. They're actually dripping off the edge from the big snowbank, like probably a good foot or 1.5 feet off of the edge of the roof. And it reminded me of glaciers and how glaciers aren't really actually completely solid. They are moving very, very slowly down the side of a mountain. And that kind of reminded me of that, because I wonder how much that's moved over the past few days. Probably not a whole lot, but very interesting nonetheless. Well, we don't get a whole lot of snow in Portland, and when we do, it's really beautiful. We really enjoy the stillness of it and the beauty. So I made it to my trek in one piece, and now I'm off to grade some papers. So have a good time in the snow, everybody. See you later. Now if I could just get in the doorway.